The media has been having a field day criticizing Trump and getting surrogates to criticize Trump for the Helsinki conference. And the assumption is that he was weak to Putin, that he was craven, that he disbelieved his own intelligence agency, but instead accepted as possible Putin's interpretation that there was no hacking of the democratic computers. Well, come on, get real. Let's look at what Trump has done to Russia, what his overall record with Russia is, because actions do speak louder than words. First of all, he killed over 100 Russian troops in Syria when we fired on mercenaries who were Russians. They weren't in Russian uniform, but we knew damn well they were. He ripped up the agreement with Iran, which is the fundamental achievement of Obama, but also the goal of Putin, to free his ally Iran to go ahead and develop nuclear weapons. He has been berating NATO for not increasing its defense spending, and guess what that defense spending is about? What else? Aiming at Russia, strengthening the forces in Europe that would oppose any Russian incursion into the Baltics or into Eastern Europe or any actual invasion of the Ukraine. He has dramatically increased our defense spending, and what are we defending against? Russia. He imposed serious sanctions against Russia, was sanctioning not just the industries, oil and gas and banking, but also the individuals who are involved in them, many of whom are Putin's closest friends and, frankly, the places where Putin parks his money. So that Trump has taken very direct personal action against Putin. And after Obama has refused to do so, Trump approved the sale of weapons to Ukraine. Originally, Obama just approved humanitarian aid, but Trump has approved the use of sending of lethal weaponry to Ukraine for its civil war against Russia or against Russian-sponsored volunteers. And most recently, Trump has taken Angela Merkel in Germany to task for agreeing to the pipeline under the Baltic that permits Russia to sell gas directly to Germany without having it pass through a pipeline where Ukraine and Eastern Europe can help themselves to the gas, or pay for it, but take it from that pipeline. The sole purpose of this pipeline is to make sure that Russia can discipline Eastern Europe and the Ukraine without affecting Germany, because the gas would now flow directly under the Baltic from Russia to Germany. These are all very strong steps to have taken against Putin. And why was Trump conciliatory to Putin in the meeting? Well, 12,000 nuclear warheads might have something to do with it. Russia is the only nation on earth capable of destroying the United States. China can't do it yet. And there is every reason to believe that Trump was trying to get along with Putin to minimize the chances of war. And the role reversal here is fantastic. The Democrats have always been the peace party and the Republicans the hawks. Now the Democrats are saying that Trump is somehow soft on Putin. And in addition, what is this aid that Russia gave Trump in the campaign? Even if we assume that Russia did meddle, and even if we assume it did attempt in some way to influence the election in Trump's direction, what did they do? They bought $100,000 of internet ads. That's the sum total of it. That had no effect on the election. Minuscule, drop in the ocean. So I think what Trump is doing is speaking softly but carrying a big stick. And I think that's the right combination for a president. Thanks for watching.